these are just a few things people can do. So one, we've already talked about it several times, but recognize your self-sabotage behavior patterns.
Yeah.
Because we all have our own patterns that we like to engage in. So James' self-sabotage, not the same as mine necessarily. So recognize that. 2, monitor your negative self-talk. So most of the time, thoughts are popping in there. We're not even aware of them. They happen so quickly, and they're so, often and common. We're used to them. We don't even pay attention. But once we do start paying attention, we're like, hey, wait a minute. Why am I saying that to myself?
And that's the exact word. That little 3-letter word, W-H-Y. Why? If you ask yourself that nonstop, you will be so much better off than other people. Because if you're asking yourself why, you're forcing your brain to have a more logical conversation. And then you can dig, and find root. And once you find root, you're good. But it's when you're just letting things happen to you and you're just like, you're not even the captain of your own ship. You're just on a ship. That's not where you want to be. You want to be controlling things, and to control, you need to understand.
Exactly. I almost couldn't have said it better myself, James.
Thank you. I try.
Well, 3, which is pretty much what you just said, is challenge what I like to call stinking thinking, which is actually a term they tend to use with addictions. But it's once you're saying, well, why, then you're challenging what's coming up. And you're saying, that's not true for me because, or that's not accurate in this case because.
Right.
And then 4, develop self-supporting behaviors. Self-supporting behaviors are where you are setting up your environment, setting up yourself so that you can be successful. So if you're not going to support you and be kind to yourself, who else is? I want to know.
Exactly. So what are some things that people can do for that one? Because I feel like that's something we need to talk about too, because that's part of that strategy of fixing this issue, right? We can dig, we can hit a root. Getting to a root itself isn't necessarily as helpful as understanding what strategies to implement once we get to the root. So what are some things we can do here?
One I mentioned already is writing in a journal, even though a lot of people don't want to do that. It's very powerful to actually write out, what the self-defeating thought was or the self-defeating behavior, and then do the examination of the why and your feelings and your thoughts. Actually write it out. Ton of research showing that writing for just a few minutes a day on those sorts of topics really helps to reduce anxiety, depression, all sorts of negative feelings. So I think that would be very important for people to do.
Does it have to be handwritten or can it be text written?
It doesn't matter. Text, right? Whatever works for you. It's kind of like everything else in life. Do what works. And even if you only do a little bit every day, a little bit every day is more powerful than a whole lot, 1 day a week or 1 day a month.
Right, exactly. Truth.
2, we've talked about it before, and I want to hit it again because it is so powerful, and that's meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Meditation does so many good things for the brain, and it really helps you to think more clearly.
Sure.
And see things more clearly. So a meditation practice, and there's actually a book, if people are like, I don't have time to meditate, it's the 8-minute meditation. That's the name of the book. So very good one. In Positive Poker, I have several meditations in there. I think there's a 1-minute one in there, and there's a 5-minute one. So
awesome.
Yeah, again, people don't have to do long stretches. It's short stretches, but every day.
When we think about meditation, or at least when I think about meditation, I think about more clearing my brain out, allowing it to reset. So I don't envision meditation being a time where I'm digging to a root or doing mental work that way. Am I visualizing it incorrectly, or is it something our brain just naturally, it's kind of resetting itself and relaxing in a meditative state that it's doing that work for me subconsciously?
What I feel like is doing that clearing of the channel, if you will, because that's what I feel like meditation is. It's clearing out your channel. When you come out of the meditation, then work on maybe doing some of this journaling or asking yourself, hey, what's going on with me? Because then you're just clearer and freer to go over things.
Perfect. Okay.
3, we talked about it, and I don't know if people understood like how passionate I am about it, but the hypnosis.
Yep.
If people want to get to the bottom of things quickly, hypnosis is your friend. And you want to go to a good qualified hypnotist. Some are better than others, of course.
Sure.
But the one who I know the best, and I know you know him too, and we've both been hypnotized by him, is Elliot Rowe.
100%.
We're not even getting a commission off telling you to go to Elliot Rowe, but but I just think he's that good, and people should really consider it.